Where do you like the Canucks? I'm guessing the Canucks can go right down to the 19th and 20th and see where they're at in the standings. And
They're
because
not
they've
getting
got,
in.
you don't think so?
There's no chance. I would include them in the same thing as the Anaheim Ducks.
Okay.
They're like it. It's been admirable what they've been able to accomplish. There's simply too much ground to make up.
Well, they're 4 points back of the Preds, though.
I get what you're saying, but that's not how it works. They've played 2 more games. It's points percentage. It comes down to math.
Yeah. But they have that 7-game homestand where they don't play a ton. And so Nashville will have played 1 extra game by the time they get to the trade deadline. So if you're Vancouver and you have 1 game where Nashville has 1 game in hand and you're 2 points back, would you still go for it? If you consider that over that last month, you've gained 7 points on Nashville.
No.
So you still think they're trading?
Yes. Okay. I don't, they may not trade. They may not do a lot. The only person that they have to make a decision on is Tyler Mott.
Yeah.
The Preds are on pace. This is how the math works. The Preds are on pace for 99 points. The Vancouver Canucks are on pace for 89 points. Even if the Vancouver Canucks continue to play at the same pace that they have since Bruce Boudreau was hired, they're still only going to end up with like 93. They're a long ways off math-wise from being in the race. They just are. It comes down to pure math.
Yeah, okay, but what if you do the math from January 1st, right? Because what Nashville did in the first few months, that padded them the lead.
But that doesn't matter. That's not how we just talked about how hard it is to make up points. That's not how the math works. Look at the Washington Capitals. They're on pace for 101 points, and they've played like mostly garbage.
Yeah.
Since November 30th.
Oh yeah, because the other teams aren't that good, right? So I agree that the odds are low, but with every week, like Vancouver keeps pushing. I'm not saying they're going to make it.
They made up no ground. They went 3-1 and made up no ground. There's no push.
Oh yeah, they made up ground. I calculated, man.
Okay, so what do you estimate Vancouver's playoff chances to be?
Oh, like maybe 15.
Okay.
20%. But in 2 weeks, that's what I'm saying. Like they still have all those games at home. Let's say Vancouver goes 5-0.
To do what? What are they going to accomplish? We're talking 30,000-foot view. Oh, I don't think they're in massive sell-off mode anyway. Everyone else has term.
Yeah,
it would have to be a hockey trade.
I don't think they're going to trade anybody. That's my point. Because there was all rumors for last month that Vancouver was going to make lots of trades. My point is, I don't think they are. Even not saying they're going to make the playoffs, but I don't think Vancouver is going to be a big trader. Is my point.
I think I believe that Brock Besser there's a pretty good chance that he gets traded.
To who? Who do you think? Like, who's interested?
New Jersey has been a team that's been interested. There's a lot of non-playoff teams that I think would be interested, and I think. The question is, do we hold off until the offseason, which is when you'd have potentially more teams in the mix? But I think Brock Besser is in the 50-50 range, maybe a little bit more than that.